every day. I try to practice gratitude, but just a quick reminder, when you are going about each and every day, you feel like you're losing your purpose a bit when it comes to your goals, I suggest going back to gratitude, especially if you're someone that finds yourself often in a negative mindset. I'm someone that used to just truly be negative about myself, not about life in general. I just felt like anything that pertained to me, I was really negative. I was really insecure. I held myself back for a number of years with the amount of limiting beliefs I held and who I identified with. I did not feel like I was strong. I didn't feel like I was capable. I didn't think I was deserving. And to change those ideals of how you identify does not happen overnight, friends. It takes a lot of hard work. But one simple tip I can give you in that regard to push through is to really focus on that gratitude each and every day. And it can be really easy to not appreciate the small things that we have. How freaking privileged we all are to just be alive. We lose sight of that so quick. Even though not any one day is guaranteed, to truly live each day like it's your last is a hard concept. But something you could think about is really, not to be morbid, but thinking about the end of your life. You passed away, you're lying in your deathbed, and a movie's gonna play about your life and who you were and how you lived your life. So I want you to think about what that movie's gonna look like for you. How do you want that movie to look? Do you want it to be a story about a girl who was so insecure and so scared she never took one single risk on herself her entire life? Someone that prioritized everyone else except themselves because they weren't able to set boundaries to prioritize themselves? What do you want that story to look like for you? It's just one way of thinking about it. I don't necessarily always think about it like that, but I will say that's a big shift I had when I chose to end my career at the hospital. Approaching the age of 40, was struggling with the fact that no day is guaranteed. That I kept sitting here having people tell me, well, you've got such a great retirement plan. If you just, stay till 55, you got it made, kid. I'm like, I'm not living my life like 55 is guaranteed for me. I'm not living my life like I even know what 55 looks like. If I am here, I have to live for the now. And I'm not saying be irresponsible and just go quit your job. Obviously, a lot more goes into that, and I put a lot more into that. However, I think we tend to just take whatever position we're in life and feel like we're trapped and we're stuck and we can't change it. When you're the driver, you control it. You actually have a lot more choice than you think you do. And so we have to quit playing victim, poor me. And I felt like that was the mindset I was getting in a bit with being in such a rut with my job. I was almost starting to feel bad for myself, and I did not like it because as I was growing and evolving, I no longer identified with that person I did in my 20s that felt she wasn't capable, that felt she couldn't be the one to take the lead and achieve bigger things and achieve bigger dreams. We're meant to feel like it's for other people, but it's not for us. And that is so far from the fucking truth. So I need you all to be grateful for what you have in this moment. And I need you to live each freaking day like you have purpose. So I don't know if this reaches you at all. If you're struggling in this process, really think about who you want to become at the end of this. Who do you want to evolve to? Because no one else can do this work but you. No one else can. All right, we're getting in some hilly territory with all those trees. We're really just enclosed here, but this is going to be a little slick. Bruce, wait. So I'm going to put Bruce on his leash and take him down. Bruce, wait. Welcome back to the vlog, friends. We are on episode 9 of this Driven series. So we are winding down. This week, I am going to be very diligent about at least showing you sneak peeks of every single day this week. I've had some weeks where I haven't been able to do that, but this week we are doing it. I want to kick things up a notch a little bit more this week as we're winding down the series. So I'm going to take you along each and every day. It is now Sunday, early evening, if you will. I am ravenous, and I wanted to share with you this meal because I had it yesterday. This is leftovers, but it was so good. This is just such a easy, quick meal. I slow cooked it, but let me not get ahead of myself. So I went to Trader Joe's. If you have a Trader Joe's nearby, what I love about Trader Joe's is that they do have a lot of really quick, ready to go type meals and really nice protein options in there too. So what I got from them was carne asada. They had a big hunk of it that already had some spices on it. Yesterday, I threw it in the slow cooker in the morning with some beef bone broth, and I just let it simmer on low for probably, 4 hours, and then I just let it sit. So I got it really nice and tender and just got it all shredded up. This is how I like it. You could obviously that to me was a quick option because all I had to do first thing in the morning was pop it in the slow cooker, walk away and forget about it. So I had that ready to go. I then made up some roasted carrots in the oven with just a little bit of olive oil and then some brown basmati rice. This is just such a comfort meal for me. I've really been craving steak, so I'm gonna eat this with some of the Sweet Baby Ray's sugar-free barbecue sauce. I really like this. I also just wanted a side of greens with it. So that's all I have is just a bowl of mixed greens. I didn't add any veggies or anything more to it. I have my carrots. I'm using this vegan Caesar dressing from Trader Joe's, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. This is my first time trying it. It's made with tofu, olive oil, lemon juice, miso, Dijon mustard, and capers. Shake well before using, but let me tell you, it is thick. It's super duper thick, so it kind of weirded me out a little bit, but flavor is actually really nice. This one is 7 fat, 2 carbs, and 2 tablespoons, which is all I used on my mixed greens. So I'm about to jam on this for a nice filling meal with a Fresca. I do enjoy myself. Fresca calls itself a sparkling soda water. Oh, so is it technically different than a soda? Is it a soda water and not a soda? Have I been wrong all along? Either way, absolutely love a Fresca. These can save me at nighttime when I'm just in a deficit and feeling a little hungry because I'm in a deficit, rightfully so. Sometimes filling my stomach with just a little bit of carbonation makes me feel good. So that's the meal. And I did have to dip into spooky season a bit because I'm feeling behind. Today was the first day Jason and we took the dogs with us because TJ Maxx and Joann Fabrics are both pet-friendly places, by the way. So we brought the dogs with us and we were just going to peruse. So I wasn't gonna buy anything, but Jason told me to buy all these things. So I did. You did. I wasn't planning on buying. He said, babe, you buy it. Babe.
Don't okay, place.
So what I got, just to share with you, and especially I recommend going to TJ Maxx or Marshall's Home Goods, whatever. I feel like they have the best deals on home decor. Now, you can't always find or replicate what you see other people buy, but let me share with you what I got. I did grab a couple accessories, and it's just my vibe. I get it if you don't get me. But I got this, it's by Betsy Johnson. She had some really cool jewelry. It's like this big heart with a dagger through it. I just thought it was so cool. This is gonna be something that I'm gonna wear for sure before I go to Halloween Horror Nights, but your girl likes dressing on theme. So I got this, and then I also picked up, because they always get you in the checkout aisle, these cute little claw clips, or not claw clips, like skeleton hands. Super cute, super cute. So I'm gonna wear those. And then I grabbed, this is just like a marble board. I guess you could just use this for like charcuterie, but I'm thinking, you know, for Instagram reels or fun little spooky treats I make and share throughout the month of October. You know, it's nice to have some aesthetic dishes to match it for the content. This is heavy. I'm gonna set this aside. This one was Jason's pick. We found something like this at Joann Fabrics, but it was literally $50, I think. And it was a lot smaller, but we love these like kind of magic spell looking books, and then it has the little skeleton hands on the side. I just think it's so cool. So this will be one of our you know, pieces on display. And every year we always get a new floor mat for right over here where the dogs go in and out to our backyard. That one needs to be replaced anyway. So we did end up getting this one at JoAnn Fabrics. This was only $12. So I thought that was a good deal. Some of their stuff isn't as good of a deal as it seems, but this one's super cute. So that's gonna be our little doormat. And I think this week I will start getting things in place and situated a bit for Halloween decorating because I just don't want it to sneak by me. This is my favorite season ever. And I have to say, today and yesterday both were the most perfect weather days in New York. They were truly like 70, it didn't go above 75 here. Just gorgeous sky, clouds in the sky, some sun, but partially sunny. So temperature wise, it was the best of both worlds for Jason and I. And it set my soul on fire. Like I was just alive with this weather yesterday and today. So this morning and yesterday, I spent a good amount of time outside, which is why I didn't vlog any of my workout today, but I just spent a lot of time outdoors. It's just very grounding to me. I feel my most relaxed and at peace when I'm outdoors. I feel most like myself. So in New York, weather can go any kind of way, so we always try to capitalize and take advantage of it when it's nice out. So that's been really nice to get out. Jay and I went for a walk with the dogs, and then I also did a little bit of a run today, and I lifted. So I did all the things today, so I am just ready to tackle this meal. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this. And I just wanna give you a quick update. Both dogs are so tired right now because not only did they go for their walk today with Jason and I, but like I said, we brought them into JoAnn Fabrics with us and they got to meet people. Look, he's so sound asleep right now, Bruce Wayne. So is Joey Justice. It's just so cool to I don't know, I love taking our dogs and getting them outside and socializing them and just seeing them, like Bruce being 7 now, it's crazy to see him still light up, so excited by new things. He hadn't been in JoAnn Fabrics in a while. We took him in one aisle and he doesn't slobber on anything, so don't come for me. He just smells and gets to see new scents and new things, and a couple people walked by and he was just so eager to meet them. They had great dog energy, so we got to meet a couple people and you could tell he was just so happy. Hence, now he's mentally exhausted. He's passed out asleep right now. So it's just so good to get your dog out for that kind of stuff. It makes me very happy. It fills up my cup to be able to see my dogs just live their best lives. So anyways, I'm going to eat right now, friends. Good morning. What a good morning to have a good morning. It is like a fall day out here.
Oh, what is it?
It's like 60 or something.
8:12, 60 degrees out. And humid, but a chilly humid, so if it was hot, it'd be like a hot humid.
Yeah, there is a little humidity,
so it
but
makes it a little extra cold.
It's perfect temperature. We're out for, I would say, our morning walk. We don't do this every single day. Jason's pretty religious with it. Tuesday's our morning that we kind of don't go to the gym. We usually like to get in a good walk with these guys, so we have this loop walk we do that's 2.5 miles. And Jason and I started this, I don't know, we started this a while ago, and I have to say these walks are one of the things that I've added into my habits that I do feel have helped me really maintain my progress in terms of staying lean year-round, because we do this even when it's wintertime. We make a point to get out and get these guys moving, which gets us moving. So this walk ends up being like 2.5 miles. How many steps is this walk? Like
about 5,500.
About 5,500 steps. So we start the day nice and strong, getting in a lot of steps for ourselves and for the puppy dogs.
We have a goal of 10,000, so this gets us a good, by the time we're out of the house, we're already at over 6 by the time we're walking around the house.
Yeah.
Then by the end of the day, usually at 10 or more. 10
yeah.
to 14.
This makes it really easy to ensure that 10K steps, which is something people always ask me, like, you have a desk job, how do I get in so many steps? And you have to prioritize it. So first thing in the morning, before the day gets away, before your to-do list stacks up, get that walk in. I have a lot I gotta do today, so does Jason, but this morning walk is a priority for us, for our dogs, And the other thing I really like about it is, obviously I'm filming right now, but for the most part, it's quality time in the morning with the family that we're off our phones.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, off our phones.
Unless Jason's putting a Snapchat filter on me.
Don't follow me on Snapchat.
Seriously, every morning we're cracking up now because he's putting different filters on me, but we're off our phones. So literally we go on these walks and we just talk. We're not on our phones, we're not scrolling, we totally disconnect. We're in nature.
Justice, out of there, buddy.
With our dogs.
Yep, out of there. Good boy.
And honestly, it just feels good to start your day with movement. By the time I get home, I feel so much better. The fact that my body's already been moving, it makes it easier for me to be more efficient throughout the day. And it just makes me want to have a better day. So highly recommend getting in any form of walk to start your day. Maybe you can't do 2.5 miles. This takes us, depending on our pace, roughly 45 minutes. Depending on if we stop and talk with anyone, but yeah, you could even just do 10 to 15 minute walk in the morning.
Can I share a good tip?
Please.
So my friend, I'm always ragging on him because, you know, you can keep it there,
Okay.
that's fine. Not getting the steps and we follow each other on Fitbit. I'm like, dude, you're sucking.
Oh yeah, we compete now.
So, I told him to get one of those like walking like pads for his desk.
Oh yeah.
Because he's on meetings all day. It's like those things I couldn't be sitting there like actually doing editing work or creative work.
Yeah.
But if you're at a meeting, you can literally be sitting there walking instead of wasting time, just for people that are short in time, because you have to strategize things a lot of the time to fit in your training, to fit in your steps. You know, I used to have to get up at 4:20 every morning to get to the gym before I got to work.
Yep.
You know, so it's just managing your time in different ways and trying to sometimes stack things together.
Yep.
Like a walking desk.
Exactly. Great tip.
And you can probably get them cheap too, I think, right? You can just get them where they just slide under there.
I got one coming in the mail pretty soon.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's right.
Because that's one of the things I want. Like you said, maybe creatively, depending on what I'm doing. But sometimes I'm doing just mundane tasks at my desk. And I'm always man, I need to get my steps in though, because I've been at my desk all day. So I'm really excited to try out the walking pad.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it like helps you excel at your steps.
I know. Same.
Now I'm never gonna be able to catch you.
No, you're not. Competition's on, Chris and Jason. Get behind me.
Cheat codes.
This guy living his best life out here. I'm still playing around with this DJI Osmo, so if things look a little different, you know why. This is the camera I will probably be taking to Europe with me. I actually may take 2, but trying to get in my practice. Good morning. It's a good morning to have a good morning. Another morning started with a Bruce Wayne dog walk, although it's just a mom and dog walk today. Last night, I ended up going to Green Lakes. Let's see, the past 2 days I have worked all day long. So that's why I haven't shown much during the day, because I've truly just been trying to front load my week, because tomorrow I'm gonna head up to my parents with my sister. It's my mom's birthday, so I'm gonna take y'all with me, but I really needed to stay the course with getting all my tasks done, or as much as I could before I left. So got a lot of work done the past 2 days. Last night I went to go to Green Lakes. That's where I like to go running. And BW looked at me like, "Are you taking me with you?" And he never does that. He was just very much so like, "Can I go with you?" Like giving me the eyes. They communicate so well. Like I knew he was telling me he needed one-on-one time, which I think is important, because if you have 2 dogs or maybe you have multiple kids, I think that one-to-one time with each dog or kid is just as important, right? Like we always try to be a family unit, but both dogs like Jason and I's individual attention as well. So that's what we're doing today. I already went and got my lift in. I completed day 2 of the Grounds Olympics workout. Gosh, I feel like it looks dark in here. I'm so sorry. I completed day 2 of the Grounds Olympics workout, which was so many different push-ups. My upper body is dying right now. Where am I at for steps? I'm already at 4,700 steps. This walk is a little more challenging. I'll share with you some of it. It's like more terrain in terms of being challenging, but it's only like a 25-minute walk, but it's really good for Bruce Wayne. He has back stenosis, like spinal stenosis on his backside, of course, like the end of his spine. So it's really good to strengthen him to be able to kind of climb hills a bit or uneven surfaces is what our holistic vet recommended, who he gets acupuncture with. So he's just chilling till mom's done. He's chilling till mom's done recording right now. What a good boy. Look at him. He's so sweet. He just lays there. Yeah, so let's do this thing. Oh yeah, she's I'll figure out if I'm gonna wear my sweatshirt or not, because it is hot out. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a little humid in there, so I think I'm gonna take the sweatshirt off. Also brought with me one of these Ghost ready to drink hydrations. They're so good. You can use their store locator to figure out what store you can find them near you, because they don't sell them on the Ghost website. But the orange squeeze is my favorite. I like to drink this as like my morning orange juice when I need to replenish my electrolytes. But all right, let's get BW out and go for this walk. There's absolutely no one here, which is very nice. I enjoy coming here with Bruce because, like I mentioned, the terrain, but also it's not a very busy place, so I may take him off leash a little bit while we get in there too. The grass is wet. Ooh, I want to show you these shoes that Jason found for me. Let's see. Oh, he's looking right at Bruce Wayne. Okay, sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Let me show you these little shoes. They kind of look like little flat water shoes almost, but you can wear them for any terrain. You can wear them in the water as well. I think these shoes are going to be great for this terrain because it's literally all over the place. I'll show you when we get in there. There's somewhat of a narrow path and it gets quite hilly. And it is very wet too, so this will be a good test. I'm wearing socks with them, but we'll see if my feet feel wet or anything like that once we get going. But this will be a nice good walk. Bruce is moving great. He's probably super happy to have one-on-one time with me, and it gets me out and active. So I feel like the theme so far of this video a bit is getting those steps in. It's so helpful to just move more. If you're struggling with reaching your goals, instead of feeling like you have to add on another super hard workout session in the gym, and those hard sessions in the gym tax your body, cause inflammation, cause stress. Sometimes just moving more, just getting in additional movement can be all you need. The nice thing about walking compared to running, which now I can't remember if Jason said this yesterday or not, but you don't get that wild hanger as a result of the movement, which can come from those intense training sessions. So sometimes you have to find that balance of managing your workouts and your diet, because at the end of the day, friends, the nutrition is going to be what you need to master in order to see results. So let me show you this terrain I'm talking about. So this is the trail. It's nice and shaded in here, but we are going to have to be careful today because it is a little slick and slippery on this mud, which is fine for this part of the path, but it does get quite steep at the end where it's a little dicey. You have to go single file. So we'll have to take it nice and slow and make sure Bruce Wayne is good to go and that we don't cause any injuries. This spot is gorgeous. Just kind of feel like you're on top of the world up here. But we are just getting started, so we're essentially going to walk down near a waterfall and then work our way back up. So I'll let Bruce lead the way. I've got him off leash right now as we go through here. And this is going to definitely make him very tired for the day. Okay, big guy. So we've got all this uneven path, really hilly, up and down. Just have to very much be thoughtful about each step you take, dog or human. So this is great mental stimulation for him to get that mind-muscle connection in his back half of his body and make sure we keep that as strong as possible as we get to the older years of Mr. BW's life. All right, we've arrived at the waterfall and we're now about to make our ascend back up this little tiny mountain. I'm gonna give Bruce a little second to take in the waterfall. He loves just watching things like this. So sweet. I keep going up when I mean to go down, but it's just taking a little breather here. Enjoying the sound of the water. It's so peaceful. I'm so happy they got their walk done. You did such a good job, Bruce Wayne. Such a good job. Good boy. All smiles. I'm at, I don't know if you can see that, 8,300 steps. What do you think? You want to go home and eat breakfast? Yeah, let's go, Biggs. Let's go. Wait, let me grab your leash. Alrighty. And we out. It's never too early to start planning for Halloween costumes because once September hits, time flies.
Goes
and
quick.
then we're behind. We're behind. So we need your help. Drop in the comments what Jason and I should be for Halloween. Keeping in mind, for Halloween, we usually like to dress up because we're going to Halloween Horror Nights. So we cannot wear masks. Like, we can't wear like a unitard either. No, we can wear
you can't have your face covered.
You can't have your face covered though. So we have to be strategic about what we can actually wear. I'm gonna go into Party City, see what they have out and about already. It could be a little early. TJ Maxx tells me otherwise because they're fully stocked for Halloween now. So we're gonna just get the juices flowing, but let us know. In addition, I wanna do a family portrait of the dogs, Jason and I. What should the whole group dress up as for Halloween? I wanna do one of my inner circle calls with the entire like scene behind me, like chop chop. With like just
like we do.
gored out,
Like we do the Buff Bunny lives.
Yeah. Like, would that be too much in the background? Probably not appropriate.
Murder scene.
Yeah, probably the wrong group for that. Hello. Can I do the steak, bacon, and blue, the large bowl to go? No, I want to make a couple substitutions.
Hummus, cucumber, basil dressing, and original.
Should I tell you right now? Okay. I don't want any tomatoes. Can I do the spicy broccoli instead? Yeah. And can I also add carrots to it? Yeah.
Show 'em what you got.
So we just got back home. I wanted to take my salad to go. This is my favorite salad from Core Life Eatery. They're all over the US at least, so if you have one, highly suggest. You can customize salad bowls, rice bowls. It's just such a healthy option and it's something I look forward to. This one is a little bit higher in fat. I'll plug it into my macros, but to me, totally worth it. Their steak is always perfect. They portion it out. They cook it just right. Let's do a steak test. It's always so good. Never overcooked. Delightful. We had a fun little outing, didn't we, babe?
We did. It's a beautiful day out.
We got a couple more spooky items. We always have to get like a couple new Halloween tchotchkes for the season.
So we do every year. Get a couple new things.
Throw out a couple old things, get a couple new things.
All right, let you enjoy your salad.
Thanks, babe. What's up, friends? I am actually here at my parents' house. I came up with my sister. It's my mom's birthday today. Happy birthday, Babs. Love you so much. And so we're just here for a 24-hour trip to, we as in my sister and I, to hang out with my parents. We've got My sister's here with Norman. My parents have a new puppy, Gillis, who I'll share with you. He was in my vlog before when Jason and I came home, but he's gotten so much bigger. He's the cutest, floofiest golden doodle. We're about to go out on the boat. I'm just wearing a old Buff Bunny collection bathing suit and a little Walmart bathing suit cover up. So Dad's got the pontoon boat ready. I am gonna grab a drink to take with me now. Now I wouldn't typically drink during a cut, but if I'm going to, usually what I'll do is one of these seltzers. This is just a White Claw. So this, I believe, is 100 calories. I'm gonna track that as carbohydrates into my macros for today. Don't know if I'll have more than this, but if I am gonna drink while I'm in a deficit, this is typically what I'll tend to do, and I usually will only have one because I'm a lightweight anyways. I don't usually drink. Some grilled chicken and turkey bacon. Salad. Fruit tray. What's the dip, Mom?
That's the dip in the fruit?
Yeah.
It's like a fluff dip.
Ooh. So Dennis has the pontoon boat all ready to go. We got the fam. Look at Gillis up there. You look good, girl.
Thanks, girl.
We love
Walmart
that.
bathing suit.
Walmart bathing suit, Walmart cover up.
Look good.
I feel like I'm straight out of Austin Powers. Shagadelic, baby. Yeah, baby. Hi, buddy. Hi. Good morning, friends. It is day 2. I am still at my parents' house. We are about ready to go out on the boat. Everyone's loaded out there waiting for me. I had a great day yesterday, and I realized I forgot to mention how I go about tracking for alcohol. I know that's something I've talked about on the channel before, but it's still a frequent question that I get asked. So what I drank was one of those Truly seltzers. That contains 100 calories, but it shows no macros when you look at the nutrition label. So a lot of people just enter it in as calories. I don't do that. I suggest you track it as either A, carbohydrates, or B, fat. Now, yesterday, my mom had a lot of healthy foods available for us. I definitely ate like a different macro split yesterday while still keeping calories in mind. I ate a bit higher fat, lower carb. So my alcohol, I counted as carbohydrates. There's 4 calories per 1 gram of carbohydrate. So if we divide the 100 calories divided by 4, that equals 25, and that's 25 grams of carbohydrates. So that's how I track that one drink. You can do it for fat, so you would divide the 100 calories divided by 9, and whatever you get roughly to count as your fat grams. But I prefer doing carbs because it's easier for me, and it just worked with my day of eating yesterday. So that's the only drink I had. I didn't want to get too crazy or get a headache or anything like that. I wanted to stay hydrated. It's a gorgeous day out. The family's out on the boat. Swimsuit is from Amazon. Jean shorts are from Fit Jeans. Let's go out on the boat, get some swim time in before I head home. Back home after a great trip home. Got out of the shower, had to get all that river water out of my hair, but had a great time. And I wanted to further elaborate on the topic of alcohol because I really haven't dove too far into it during this series, and I do think it's something that's not really talked about enough. Alcohol is very normalized in our culture, in our society, and is very acceptable. Sometimes you're actually odd man out if you are not the one drinking. In particular, if you are in a weight loss, fat loss phase, you really need to be taking into consideration how much alcohol you're drinking. So for me, I did just have that one Truly or White Claw, whatever it was. And like I said, I don't normally drink often. It's very rare or special occasion that I may have a drink socially with family or friends or on vacation, but very limited. Can usually count on one hand the amount of times that I drink in a year time frame. However, it doesn't mean that it couldn't potentially slow my progress, the fact that I chose to drink. So I do want each and every one of you who are focusing in on, if you are looking to lose fat, take a quick inventory of how much you're drinking. And that's any alcohol. I don't care if it's wine, I don't care if it's margaritas, whatever it may be. Vodka, it could be the lowest sugar drink, regardless of what it is. Take a quick note of how frequently you are drinking. And if you are someone that feels like you're not seeing progress quick enough, that could be the exact reason why you are not seeing progress. Alcohol metabolizes rather differently than any other nutrient that we consume. Alcohol is calorically very dense. So when we think about protein and carbohydrates per gram at only 4 calories, fat is the highest caloric at 9 calories per gram. Alcohol is in the middle. It's 7 calories per gram. Alcohol is very unique in that it must be fully eliminated from our system before we can even begin to process anything else in our bodies, whether it's carbohydrates, protein, or fat. Every other metabolic pathway is shut down. It's a big red stop sign until we excrete that alcohol out of our body. Our body, as you should, consider alcohol a toxin, essentially. It's a waste product, it's a toxin. Alcohol is broken down to what's commonly known as ethanol in our body. So in order to excrete that, our body's liver does the majority of the work by excreting enzymes that are gonna help break it down. We have 2 enzymes that help break it down. We have alcohol dehydrogenase and aldehyde dehydrogenase, in which it helps to break down the alcohol in effort to excrete it. Now you may be thinking, why does this matter for weight loss? So if you didn't catch that, your body has to fully eliminate that before it can even touch any carbohydrates, any glucose that's rolling around in your bloodstream, or even get to fat and actually burning fat. So if you're someone looking to lose weight, you essentially want to be in that metabolic state of burning fat as much as possible. And you can't do that until you rid that alcohol of your body. So a couple of things that are gonna make a difference in terms of the rate in which you excrete alcohol and how long that can take is gonna be, number one, just purely the amount, the concentration that you have in your body. So this can vary a bit based on how much you drink. Everyone's enzyme activity could be different as well. So going back to the liver, depending on your liver function, it could vary a bit person to person. A younger, healthy individual could potentially process things a bit quicker than someone who's maybe a bit older and maybe their liver function isn't as good. Maybe their liver's been taxed a bit over the years due to a number of things that could be caused. So it will vary, but when you look at things generally, the average amount of time that it can take to truly excrete all of that toxin from your body is upwards of 36 hours. So you are talking 1.5 days. So when did I drink? Not yesterday, but the day before. So I should be out of it by now, but essentially you can kind of bank on 1.5 days. Your body is not going to be in fat burning mode. It just ain't happening. Again, there's variability here, but you kind of have to keep this in mind. If you are someone that enjoys a nightly glass of wine, and sure, you're counting it into your macros appropriately, as I described earlier, but that still could be keeping you from reaching your goals because your body is having to work so hard to eliminate that toxin. Like I said, it's going to shut down every other metabolic pathway. You are not even going to get to fat burning mode until you process the alcohol, then start to slowly process any of the carbohydrates in your body, and ultimately get back into fat burning mode. So thinking about the fact that it could take you 1.5 days to get back there, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? For me, I had one drink the other night. I'm all about balance. Even during a deficit, I do things that are realistic for me. I'm not doing anything wild all over here. I don't see my family a lot. It was my mom's birthday, I had one drink. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. However, if I was someone that was truly under a time crunch, competing, for instance, you betcha I would not be touching a lick of alcohol. It would not be worth it to me. So just a good thing to think about, especially as we're in the summer months. Summer is a time that drinking, I think, ramps up for a lot of people socially. So at this point of week 9, I leave you with that. Assess how much alcohol you're consuming and let me know down in the comments if you've considered the fact of alcohol actually slowing your progress. It's something I usually address with my clients immediately, my one-to-one clients at least, with assessing how much alcohol they drink. Because I get a lot of people that's very normal that you have 2 to 3 nights, not even drinks, 2 to 3 nights a week that you maybe drink socially. And that's the first thing I will hone in on in terms of reduction, because that's going to be a rough path, even if you're doing everything else correctly, in terms of how much it's going to slow your progress. And we already know that losing weight, the sustainable way, is a time-consuming process. It can take a year or two to reach your actual goals, and most people don't want to admit that to begin with. So let's take a reality check in terms of our alcohol consumption and maybe see if that's something that we need to work on. Honestly, the older I get, the more I feel like drinking alcohol just is not even worth it to me. Like, I had the one drink, but more oftentimes than not, I'm usually saying no, or it's not even something I personally keep in the house. It's not part of my normal lifestyle, and that's what works for me, and that's just how I feel better. It's not just thinking about how you feel in that moment, that instant gratification, but you have to think about how you're gonna feel 3 hours later, the next day, the day after. So if you are someone that's drinking on the regular, you want to consider that as well, because beyond just the fat loss implications, you're likely also hurting your life in other areas in terms of possibly productivity and sleep. So this isn't to be a whole rant on never drink alcohol, because I clearly do on occasion too, but I just wanted to leave you with that thought as we're getting close to the end of our Driven Challenge. No check-in for you this week because I was traveling. Your girl is full on Shark Week at the moment. So we are gonna finish things strong next week. I can't believe that we are getting close to what I call the end of summer. End of August is kind of the end of summer to me. I'm already in fall spooky mode over here, as you could tell by this video. But yeah, we are getting close to the end of Driven. So I can't wait to hear how everyone's Driven challenges have been going. Be sure you share these videos. I will be choosing one winner very soon here, and I will have my final results coming for you in the next video. So make sure you are subscribed, do all the things, and I'll see y'all in the next one.